All right, Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast. This is for November 27th through the 3rd of December 2017. And this video is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, check out the link down below. We're using the actual size of the constellations, which does change the signs relative to mainstream astrology. All right, so Pisces, this week we have a very important weekend. Actually, we do have a full moon on Sunday, coupled with a Mercury retrograde going into the first few weeks of December. And Jupiter trining up to Neptune, taking us all the way into August of 2018 with a bit of hopefulness and inspiration, which we'll talk about. So let's first look at the build up to this. I do want to say, as we go through the week too, with more of the moon being illuminated, it will be good to be implementing some things and using some insight to build some momentum as we approach the weekend. But anyways, Monday, Tuesday, Mercury is going to be going over Saturn. So there is this new chapter about discipline. For all of us, it could be starting a new discipline with your home or your health, and also possibly with relationships. Certainly possible. So it's a new beginning with this stuff, but it is about establishing these things, being patient with it, disciplined with it, and building upon things through time. Now, because Mercury is going to go retrograde, he's going to come back over Saturn again. Then he's going to go direct at the end of the month, and then back over Saturn. So there is this re-evaluation, this reconsideration about whatever it is that we are building here with your roots and relationships. So give yourself the flexibility, even though it is Saturn. And it'll feel more like you're building some solid things. Great, build some solid things, but just keep in mind that there might be in the future, these next few weeks, a sort of refounding, kind of clearing the foundation and building it again stronger and better each time we do it. All right, so that's the beginning of the week. Then as we get into around here, Thursday, Friday, Mars will be opposite up to Uranus, so there could be a bit of erratic energy collectively. And it is about balance, right? So if you are feeling any erratic energy of wanting to break free with Uranus in your sign, do some new and different things, be your true self, great, listen to that. But just maybe maintain some balance with relationships. Mars has been in your 7th house. I think a lot of you have been very motivated towards relationships. Jupiter's been expanding this area actually the past year and a half. So it is this classic example of balancing your needs with others' needs and having that willingness to cooperate, work with others, that kind of thing. And maybe even bring in some freedom in your relationship sector, because if you have freedom, of course, your relationships need freedom as well. It could also be involving financial stuff or possibilities and potentials about the future. So listen to that freedom as well. And again, I think incorporating it with balance and moderation will be a great way of working with this. Now, as we get into this full moon energy, Jupiter trining Neptune is actually your traditional ruler and your modern ruler in a trine. So very nice for your sign. I think it's very good about this, on one hand, easygoingness with Neptune aspecting Jupiter, receptivity. You may notice it in the realm of just generally in your life, and maybe right now in the realm of relationships, and maybe the shift a little bit into the deeper, right? Really what matters most. Jupiter is going to be expanding your 8th house going into 2018, which is going to be helping you connect to the real depth of life and intimacy and sharing of resources and sharing ourselves emotionally with others. But whatever it is that is really about connecting to what matters most and transforming, right? Facing fears even, but it can all be very positive, very easy with Jupiter, especially with this trine actually. So the other side to it too is you might even be hopeful, inspired going into the new year. And this could also have to do with your work and career actually. But whatever it's about, there is this inspiration about you, it's easygoingness about you, and it's linking up very nicely for, again, the next 9 months. So let's talk about this full moon. It is going to be a full moon in your 3rd house of communication and of learning. So if there's been anything in this area you've been developing the past 6 months, could be a culmination with it. But for all of you, nonetheless, a status check. How is the communication sector in your life? How is learning? Do you have that willingness to learn, practical stuff? Right? Really good to do that evaluation. Now, this is a balance, as all full moons are, and the balance is with your sort of inspiration for the future. Okay, expanding your horizons, seeing the big picture. It's where a lot of concentration of energy has been since last week, late last week, when the sun shifted into your 9th house, and so now it's illuminating, right? This possibilities, potentials, what's out there, what's possible, and so balancing that with the practical. All right, two sides of the same coin. What is possible, what is actually possible is practical, and what is practical can be made possible. So see that sort of link there, left side of the brain, right side of the brain, mathematical, philosophical, and uniting the two can be a fantastic way of thinking about things, your perspective, and all that. Now, with that said, this full moon is going to be squaring up to Neptune. So this is your ruler again, modernly. So there is this bit of challenge with this full moon. Like I said, there's a lot of positive energy here with Neptune through August. But in this more immediate sense of this weekend, if there's anything you can do to really find peace in life, especially because Neptune's in your 12th house. A lot of you have been, getting in touch with your deeper self, with your soul, whether it's through your meditations or your alone time or whatever. And so now it's this sort of challenge point, this integration of implementing this presence into your mind in the 3rd house, presence into your day-to-day, presence into what's possible and the theoretical and your philosophies. How can you incorporate your philosophy with more peace in your life, right? So anything like this, really good to challenge yourself with spiritually this weekend, as will be the case for all of us. And it could be involving these sectors, which is really about the perspectives. The 3rd is a perspective of what's practical, the 9th of what's possible, and the 12th of what is spiritual, what is truly beneath the surface there, and connecting to that in that receptive way. All right, and I also want to mention that with the Mercury retrograde, Mercury is going to go retrograde back into your 9th house for the next few months. So a lot of you will be rethinking your philosophy, will be rethinking your view of life, and rethinking your life path. So allow yourself this time to do this. Again, you've been working hard here with this, with Saturn, but you're finishing it up now. Saturn's actually leaving your 9th house, going into your 10th here in December. So a lot of you will be establishing some foundations with your career over the next roughly 3 years. And working hard at that, taking it one step at a time. But you're finishing up the stuff that you've been working hard at regarding possibilities, regarding how you view things, your life path, maybe matters relating to travel or higher learning. But you're finishing it up in December because Mercury is going to go retrograde in here, help you relearn, rehash some things about your outlook, your perspective, and these expansive things in your life. And with everything you learned, then you're going to implement going into late December, into January. Then you'll be on your way into that 10th house of productivity, career achievement, and long-term success. All right, so Pisces, have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for the next forecast.